9, the Fantasy Football Show with Smitty. Usually we do go live on CBS Sports Radio on Wednesdays. I've got bad news. We won't be going live on CBS Sports Radio tonight. The GCU game is being broadcast on CBS Sports Radio. It cut the radio program short, so our hour will not be on CBS Sports Radio. Insert sad emoji. But that doesn't mean the show doesn't go on, because guess what? The show goes on.
Top 5 running back. You're watching the Fantasy Football Show.
What's up, guys? Glad to join you for another night of fantasy football. Start sit advice, waiver wire, week 9 advice, who to pick up, who to trade for, trade away, buy low, sell high. You know it. Brissett's dad says CBS doesn't deserve you. Thank you, Brissett's dad. I appreciate that. What a debacle going on in the Throne League. Have you guys been following the Throne League? It's been insane. We had a member, I will not name his name, quit the league essentially. We kicked him out. But you basically create your own mess when you block the commissioner, myself. You block 2 other members of the league. If you don't know what the Throne League is, it's a league where you, the followers, drafted my team. The followers drafted everybody else's team. 12 experts battle it out. And 12 of us have teams built by our followers' votes. You voted my team in. And we have injuries that have hit us like crazy. We have Pat Mahomes. Zeke Elliott was on a bye last week. Alvin Kamara hurt. Zach Ertz not playing well. Robert Woods on a bye this week. What a good team we have. Please like and subscribe on your way in the door. Please wipe your feet. What a team we have. Mahomes, Kamara, Zeke Elliott, Ertz. I mean, what an awesome team, but it's hurt, and we're getting crushed right now because we don't have our players. We don't have our top 3 players playing, or we didn't last week, and now we have Zeke Elliott back. I don't think we'll have Kamara back, or Kamara's on a bye. I don't think we're going to have Mahomes back, but we can check the news and see what's going on with Mahomes. He was limited today, very, I assume, doubtful to play at this point. If anybody has new news, yes, you guys in the comments have it correct. There is a certain owner, and a lot of people call him a certain name, and there's oftentimes a clown emoji attached, that I kicked out of the Throne League because he blocked me. And let me tell you why he blocked me: because of my association with somebody else in the league. I still talk to one of the other owners, and he was mad at me for it because him and that owner went at it. And so those 2 owners went at it. The rapper went at it with him, and because I'm friends with him, he messaged me and said, "No offense, Smitty, but I'm blocking you too." No offense? How could I not take offense to that? You block me on Instagram, you're in my league, and you expect me to keep you in the league just based on principle alone. If you block me, you're not going to be in my league if I'm the commissioner. I'm sorry. And if on top of that, the Throne League is about us promoting everybody else, supporting one another, getting our followers involved, making sure that this channel's followers get to talk trash and get in the mix with my followers, and some of our followers crossing over, I'm fine with that. Cross-pollinate, get to know other channels too. I'm not scared of another channel taking away my followers. I love cross-pollinating with other pages because it gives us a chance to all grow together. There's more than enough room in this business to have people following all 12 of us. Someone's not going to just say, "Oh, I'm not following Smitty anymore because I got to go follow him." You'll follow everybody. That's the whole point of the Throne League. My followers versus this person's followers. Maybe they jump over and swap. Who knows? I'm sure a couple people have started to follow a couple of the other channels and pages involved because they look cool. And I'm glad that we're able to promote them, just like they're able to promote me. And I gained some new followers through this whole Throne League. The Throne League was genius when I created it because it was you guys. It's about you guys. And what's genius about that is you deserve a league. You guys deserve a league. And that's why the Throne League is yours. You're the best, Smitty. You're underrated as fudge. Thank you, Carlos. Probably the nicest thing I've heard all day. Anyways, he blocked me. I said, well, you're out of the league. And he said, what? You're going to kick me out of the league because I blocked you? Oh, God. What fun stuff. But you can see all that unveil, unwrap, unravel on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram at The Fantasy Football Show. Same handle as the YouTube show. Again, we aren't going live on CBS Sports Radio tonight, unfortunately. This will be a shorter show because of that, but I wanted to come on because the show doesn't stop. Just because CBS won't have us on tonight. GCU game is on. I get it. I was late. Sounds like some Shiat went down. Doobie, some Shiat did go down because I kicked out the guy that causes so much trouble in the Throne League because he blocked me because I would not disassociate myself with another member who he did block. Which is so funny. Are you gonna continue to be friends with him? Then I'm blocking you. I block you. It's hilarious. And I've already put up with a lot of crap already from him. So I'm done. I'm done with it. Flex, Carson, or Chark? Let's get to the Q&As. Did I miss any super chats? No, I didn't. Flex, Carson, or Chark? I probably say Carson's safer, but could Chark outscore him on any given Sunday or Monday or sometimes Thursday? Absolutely. Chark could. He could outscore anybody on any given week. But Carson feels like a little bit safer. It is very juvenile, and I'm a very forgiving person. You can take a dump on my front doorstep, and I'll probably still invite you to Thanksgiving as long as you apologize. You explain that, you didn't really think it out, and when I took a dump on your doorstep, Smitty, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have lit it on fire in a paper brown bag and had you step on it. I forgive that kind of stuff. I'm a very forgiving guy, and I forgave him already when he called me a liar and a cheater because he dropped Darwin Thompson and then blamed it on me. And I even went so far as to reverse the call, be the good commissioner, and then now more crap. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. Andrew, super chat, $2. Thank you, sir. Non-PPR. Who to start? Darnold? You wrote Donald. Darnold or Cousins? I go Cousins personally, but dude, Darnold could have 1 TD or 4 TDs in this game. I'm very, very hesitant to even give you a strong answer on this one, but more so to say I think I roll with Cousins, but that's a very tough one. I just feel like with the weapons, with how good Diggs is playing. Does anybody know if Thielen's back yet, or is that still up in the air? I'm worried. I'm not worried about this so-called person in this league that honestly doesn't even deserve to be talked about. I'm more worried about the injuries we've got going on with our Throne team. What's up, Seclan? I mean, we have freaking Pat Mahomes out. We have Zeke Elliott was on a bye. We have no Alvin Kamara. He's on a bye now. And goodness gracious, man, we can't catch a break. We're starting literally our top 3 guys not playing. We were starting all scrubs last week, and we got crushed. We scored like 60 points. I mean, how else are you going to score points? You trade away a little bit of your depth when you make a team like that too. You know what I mean? So if you're going to roll with Kamara, who's a top 5 pick, and I still think he could deliver top 5 running back numbers, no question, if he's healthy. But when you have Kamara, Zeke, 2 top 5 running backs, Mahomes, the number 1 quarterback that's arguably got top 15 overall value. You have Zach Ertz, who's not performing. Maybe he will. I hope he will. You're not going to have a lot of depth when you have a team like that. That's the nature of building a 3-headed monster. Mahomes, Zeke, and Kamara. And then Ertz and Woods, those are really good complementary players for having a 3-headed monster like that. So I'm proud of the Throne team. Just because we've been losing doesn't mean we just having a bad, shitty luck. Because that's what we've had. I'm very confident in that team. Thank you for the super. I lean Cousins. I hope I don't stray you wrong. I'm on the fence, so trust your gut if you're leaning a little bit one way over the other. Singletary door opening, I hope, and I hope he busts right through it, Bender, because Singletary has a lot of the same makeup, fantasy, situational, and talent and all that wise as Monty did last week heading into the week. Singletary and Monty could be really good neck and neck down the stretch. Maybe Buffalo misuses Singletary. Maybe the Bears misuse Monty moving forward. We have no guarantees with the usage of either player. The only thing we do know is there's a pattern of misuse that has occurred all year long, and Singletary more so injury. So am I 100% confident that Montgomery will explode all the way from here on out? No, because of the coaching staff. I don't know that I trust him, but I am excited. Singletary, same thing. Will he stay healthy? Will they use him enough? I feel excited that they know they've got a playmaker, and the guy practically flew on that one run. Stutter stepped, jumped in the air, took it into the end zone. Super chat from Carlos. Thank you, Carlos. Carr or Brissett, also flex Monty or Mark Andrews. I go Monty. You're not crazy to go Mark Andrews. Either one could outscore the other. That's the nature of a 50-50 call. I go Monty personally, and I go Brissett also. But Carr delivered last week. But Carr was very, very mediocre at best up until last week. So I'm not going to bank on Carr continuing it until I see it for multiple games. And even so, Brissett's able to outscore him. So thank you for the super. Let's get some questions on screen here. John, first of all, says, damn, guys, hit the thumbs up. John, this is what John said in case you missed it. So get on it. Get on that. Hit the thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. Wipe your feet, says Ryan. Look at this by Ryan. Whoops, I think I might have knocked the question off. Sorry. Ask it again. Wipe your feet, says Ryan. Flex Ingram or Peterson. I go Ingram. I'm not giving up on Ingram yet. Lindsey or John Brown. Probably Lindsey's your safe play. John Brown could be the higher upside but more risk. Carr or Rivers. I go Rivers, but anything can happen between names like that. Danny, Mixon for Juju. This one right here. Mixon for Juju in a flex. I probably lean Mixon, even though I don't like Mixon at all, because I feel like the value for Mixon's higher, so you should be getting more. So not that I don't like where you're headed with that, but I think you need to get more. Mixon would get drafted higher than Juju. I do still think Juju can do really well, but he might be up and down depending on the flow of game and how Pittsburgh decides to call plays, because they can still call plays horribly here and there. Andrew, thanks for the super chat. Michelle or Singletary, who do you start this week? Probably roll with Michelle. Probably. But I definitely want to say Singletary. So, Doobie says, so in that drama with Throne League, why not chatting with Russ? Russ, in the CBS show, had to cut it short tonight. I do the second hour. Gary is the guest on the hour one. He's a fantasy football writer. Gary, since they only did 1 hour tonight, Gary is the first hour, so Gary got to go on, and then they cut it short 45 minutes only, so he got cut 15 minutes. So the second hour is non-existent. So we got the boot this week, but that's fine. It's okay. We'll be back next week. No problem. Should I work a Mixon and another player for Melvin? I would maybe consider that, depending on who the other player is, but yeah. Traded Godwin and Mark Andrews for Kelsey and Mack. Godwin, Mark Andrews for Kelsey and Mack. That's arguable. Godwin's that good. It makes it arguable. But I do like Mack. He's a little underrated, but Godwin might have the edge on that. I don't know. Can I drop Larry Fitzgerald? Depends on who you're picking up. Staying away from McLaurin this week versus Buffalo. Alex wants to know. Not necessarily. Smitty, start a 32 team, the Fantasy Football Show Dynasty League. Brissett, I got news for you in the offseason. You stay tuned, okay? I'm going to be starting something very, very big. So get ready. Andrew, thank you again for the super chat. I lean Michelle, but I think Singletary would not be a bad start at all. I kind of don't want to answer this question, Andrew. I kind of want to tell you to find a way to start both or make a trade. I don't know that I can, in good conscience, tell you to play Michelle over Singletary or Singletary over Michelle. They're very close. I like them both. Make a trade. Get rid of one. Get rid of one with a wide receiver. Get rid of one with a backup tight end. If you ended up picking up a Hunter Henry and you have two tight ends about that value, make a trade. Get something done. Don't give me these tough decisions, these questions where I can't dish out a confident decision, man. It's too close. Should I drop Edmonds for Madison? I have Barkley, Chubb, Henderson, Edmonds, Hunt. No, I don't drop. I don't know. That's a tough one. I guess I'd rather have Madison if you had Cook. If you don't have Cook, and Madison, if he gets in, there's a top 5 to 10 running back. Edmonds, if he's starting, if DJ's out for the year or something, then Edmonds would be a top 5 to 10, no, top 7 to 10, 7 to 12 running back. If DJ's out for the year, Edmonds can get healthy. I'm not too worried about Drake. Drake could prove me wrong. I'm not completely writing him off, but I'm not willing to, go after Drake yet. Dylan, Smitty, do you release much content in the Dynasty? Honestly, Dylan, I hate to say this. I'm almost ripping on myself right here, Dylan, and maybe I need accountability here. I feel like I need to produce more in-season content, to be honest with you. I feel like this show took away a lot of my time, which I'm glad to do. But written content, I haven't put out as much as I would have liked. And I do put out a lot. Like, I'm not telling you not to subscribe to the Fantasy Football Show. SleeperU.com. Subscribe to SleeperU.com. Become a member. It's worth the price of admission, not to mention the one-on-one advice you get with me. That alone is worth the price of admission. But I will tell you, Dylan, no one competes with me for off-season content. That's what I do. Sleeper U is a dynasty site, essentially, that does a lot of redraft content. I do both, but I am dynasty-oriented on SleeperU.com. So you bet your bottom dollar, Dylan, that January 1, no soup for you or anybody that's paid for 2019. It's 2020 time. You gotta re-up on January 1 and get in on that rookie write-up action that I'll have waiting for you on January 1. Just dig into the Dynasty rankings that'll be up on January 1. January 1, I have Sleeper U so loaded with content, it makes my in-season content look shameful. And I am admitting that to you. I am ashamed of myself. I'm disgusting. I'm hideous right now. I feel hideous compared to my Dynasty version of myself. I look in the mirror and I see a Dynasty just silhouette of a man that produces amazing Dynasty content. And right now I'm a hideous, mole on my nose, disgusting beast in the mirror because of I feel like that's how good my Dynasty content is compared to my redraft. I really need to make sure those are parallel in 2020. That's going to be my goal, is to make my redraft content parallel my Dynasty content. So Dylan, to answer the question, January 1, you better be re-upped and ready to go because the Dynasty stuff will blow your socks off. Dynasty mock draft, Dynasty rankings for 2020 on, rookie write-ups, all that's going to be sitting there, simmering on the stove, waiting for you to dig into on January 1. I'm disgusting right now. Should I trade Jackson for Mahomes? Who's your backup? Depends if you can weather through the week. Will D. Henry lay another egg this week? Actually, this matchup for Lamar makes me want to do that. I still do that. I think I'd go get Mahomes. Weird drop. Pick up Gallup or Robbie. I pick up... Damn, that's close. I feel like Robbie's a little safer, but Gallup's either going to get you 2 points or 25. So that's a tough one, too. I'm sorry to do these like I like both answers, but you guys are asking me literally side-by-side parallel value type questions. Do I start player wide receiver 2 or wide receiver 2? Do I start flex running back 3 or flex wide receiver 3? I'm filthy, Brissett. I feel filthy right now. I need to take a Dynasty shower. And I'm not trying to down talk my redraft content that much. I'm just telling you how exciting the Dynasty January 1 content's going to be. It's going to be off the freaking hook. And I'm not going to give everything away on the show because I want the Dynasty content to be sought after and acquired and people drooling over it like they do every year with the bold predictions and such. Aaron Jones being one of the bold predictions for this past year. This past year. We're not done with this year yet. This current year. Have I landed all my bold predictions every year, year after year? No. You have some up years and down years. But my bold predictions, sometimes I'm defined by them no matter what else I do throughout the year in providing good content that helps you win leagues. People are like, his 10 bold predictions define him. But really, there's a lot more to the site than that. But I will say, Monty and Singletary and Henderson, all three were on my bold predictions board and have made me kind of sluggish this year with them. But I honestly believe, was I wrong about all three or even one of them? I don't think so. I feel like I misjudged the situation for Hendy. Not because of Gurley. I feel like I was right on Gurley. He looks very sluggish and slow and not the same back that you paid the price for. But Henderson, I can't believe they aren't using him more. He looks so good. So was I wrong about talent? No. Was I wrong about buying into McVay wanting to play the player he drafted and went after? Yes. Aaron Jones or Bell? Aaron Jones, I'd go with the rest of the season. I think Aaron Jones is the top 4 to 6 running back right now. He's freaking unbelievable. And he's on my top 10 bold predictions. Singletary again was on it. Monty and Hendy were in it. And those three have been holding me back on my bold prediction board. But I think Devin Singletary is about to break out. I think Monty already broke out. Will continue to break out and make the bold predictions really come into form. And to prove to you that I'm not always right, but I do sometimes predict things a year early. Number 1 on my bold predictions for 2018, the year before this year, Deshaun Watson, I said, would be the number 1 QB, would blow everyone's mind. And he didn't quite have that bounce back year. 1 year removed from his ACL tear. He did it this year. And he's going crazy. And my Sleeper U members will tell you that a lot of times when I'm wrong on the bold predictions board, a year later, the bad boy comes out. And then the bold predictions board looks money. Monty or Lindsay Standard League, I go Monty, but that's me. You're not crazy. Didn't Henderson outsnap Gurley this past week? I believe he did. He definitely looked fantastic. Had, I believe, more yards per carry. Looked really good. He's looked good this last couple weeks when they've given him a small workload. If they gave him 15 to 18 carries, watch out. Even, what's his name again? Edward? Even Edward would be scared and shocked and taken aback if he saw Hendy get 18 carries. And Edward doesn't get scared very easily. Edward doesn't get shocked very easily. He keeps kind of the same meek, mild expression, but he would be absolutely... Stay, Edward. Almost done with the Halloween decorations. We'll be heading into Thanksgiving. We'll be heading into Christmas and then New Year's. If you think for a second that we aren't decorating here on the Fantasy Football Show year round, you have another thing coming. Winston or Tannehill, come on. This and let me just say, Johnson, that this is going to be, it always happens. Every single show, when I say, come on, that's not even close. That's the one call that we look back on and laugh because Tannehill will now outscore Winston. Watch, mark my words. But no, I don't sit Winston with all the weapons he has. Tannehill's not an impressive passer. Winston is the guy in this situation. He's going to be erratic. He'll be up and down. But moving forward, Winston is going to be a person you can count on to have at least a potential to have 3 or 4 TDs. Counselor as a guest on the show. He has been a guest on the show before, but he never had me on his show because he's not like that. He doesn't reciprocate. Edward is going to say something. He was, but now he's quiet. Odell and Ridley for Mike Evans. I take Mike Evans. I like how I own all 4 buy lows. Kamara, Adams, Hilton, and Kelsey. I like how you own them, Johnny. But I hope that you acquired them, because if you own them, your record is probably 1 win. 1 win, 2 wins, whatever. And it just sucks, man. I have Mahomes. I have Kamara in the Throne League, and we're struggling. What's with the thumbs down? What did I just man up and tell me what I did to deserve your thumbs down real quick? What did I do? Is this Joe? Like, honestly, like, you came in, we're talking about a topic. I feel like the show is flowing pretty well, and you just drop the deuce downward. I don't get it. What did I do to you? Let me help you. Tell me what you need to get to get that thumbs up. What do you need from me? Drop Larry Fitzgerald for Josh Reynolds or Auden Tate. I don't know. I think Fitz can still have value. I do like Tate a little bit, but with, potentially Green coming back, I just personally like Fitz a little bit more. Picked up D Jackson, traded him and Henry for Connor. Already had Samuels. Good move. I like that, Brosty. AP or Crowder this week. I'm going to lean AP, but that's a 50-50 call. That could go either way. Either way. Offered Chris Carson and Melvin Gordon for CMC. Too much or not enough? Chris Carson, Melvin Gordon, CMC. I take CMC. Love your content, says Johnson. Thank you. Thank you. Jeff is giving me a thumbs down. Jeff, was that you, or are you just trying to get on the show? Because, Jeff, you have made it. You have arrived, Jeff. But if you are giving me that, I'd love to know why. Just at least man up and say it. If you're just getting on the show and this is for fun, then congratulations again. And you're the man. And you're the man, Jeff. Top 10 running backs rest of season. This is always fun. Let's pull up sleeperu.com rankings. Johnny, thank you. Sleeper U rankings, let's pull them up right now. Top scorer in my league just traded David Johnson and Julio Jones for Derrick Henry and Hollywood Brown. I'd rather have the David Johnson side, and I'm staying away from David Johnson, but that's buying low, and I feel like... Yeah. Okay. McCaffrey 1. I'm not an a-hole. Okay? McCaffrey's 1. Let's be real. Barkley 2. Dalvin Cook 2. Could go either way. I'd probably go Barkley because he's fresh. I think that Danny Dimes is looking good. I'm going to go Barkley. You're not crazy to go Cook. I love Cook. I feel like I had Cook higher than anybody. Find a fantasy writer that had Cook higher than I did. Top 5. He's in my intro video.
Top 5 running back. Top 5 running back.
Look.
Top 5 running back.
Running back what? Top 5 what?
Running back.
Wait, what? One more time.
Top 5 running back.
Find somebody that has that embedded in the intro of their show. Can you imagine if Dalvin Cook busted and I had this sitting there all year?
Running back. Top 5 running back.
Hi, welcome to the Fantasy Show. I'm so glad you could join me today.
Top 5 running back.
Can you imagine how dumb I'd look if Dalvin Cook busted? I'd look like a fool. Look at Mark with the super. That's a super chat. I did miss other stuff, John, but thank you. I did kill the Dalvin Cook prediction. I do agree. I got questions all over the screen here, but Mark deserves my attention right now with the super chat. Mark, great show. I traded Carson and Ertz for Aaron Jones. It's hard to ring that bell inside a pumpkin. Edward knocked Edward over. I didn't think that one through when I put the bell in the pumpkin. Mark, thank you so much, and that's an awesome freaking trade. Why did I take your comment off screen? Hold on. Let me leave you there for a little bit, let you simmer. Smitty, top 10 running backs. I'll get to that. I was just in the middle of it. Jeff, did Jeff comment? Jeff, where's Jeff? Jeff, put the thumbs up. Attaboy, Jeff. Look at Jeff wanted to just get on the show, and he did. Thank you, Jeff. Jeff makes the world go round. I killed it on Cook. Thank you. Danny, Mixon for Juju. I already did that one. Should I drop Edmonds? Already did that one. Let me get these off screen. What am I doing? I got all these old questions on screen. Great show. I traded Carson and Ertz for Aaron Jones and Ertz. Oh, what's the question mark? Ertz. Carson and Ertz for Aaron Jones. Ertz, question mark? I think you're just trying to ask me, do I think he could rebound? I do think he could, but I'm not sure. I did trade him, though, but I also traded him in a situation where we needed help and we got Zeke Elliott back. And Zeke Elliott and Cook are damn close. And I love Cook, but I got Ertz out of it. Now, we didn't know Mahomes was going to get hurt because we traded our backup QB. Kind of turned into a mess, but I did trade him. But I traded him for Ertz and Zeke. And Jared, on top of that, everyone in the live voted. It wasn't me that made the trade. It's your team, Jared. Jared, you traded Cook. Not me. You did.
Take a lap. Take a lap. Take a lap. Take a lap.
It's not my team, Jared. It's our team. What were you thinking, trading Cook? Why did you do that, Jared? Very disappointed in you. We traded him, Jared, but I think we did good at the time. It was a good move to make. Where am I at? Check my pick, though, Juju Love. What? I don't know. Jared, I don't know what you're saying. Check my pick. Oh. Now I see. Oh, Juju's in there. Nice. Where were you at on that, Jared? Jared, you said no? Okay. Jared, you have an excuse thing if you were one of the people that said no. But I took it to the vote. I wasn't going to do the trade unless you guys voted it. It's not me. I love that. Everyone's like, Smitty, you traded him. You traded him. You traded him. You traded him. I didn't trade him. We traded him. I go on a live. I take a vote. We made the trade. And I agree with the fact that we needed a tight end. Ertz was a great tight end to acquire at the time. He hasn't been playing well. I think he can bounce back. Zeke Elliott is arguably as good as Cook. I like Cook a little more still for the year, but I think I like Elliott really close. Let me do the rankings real quick. So we'll put Christian McCaffrey. Let's do it on my phone. Let's split screen this biatch. Let's get into it. Let's do a top 10 running back ranking, and then I'll do a quick Q&A on the way out because this will be a shorter show tonight. I apologize. I wasn't expecting the radio show to get the plug pulled on it for tonight due to the GCU game, but we're still going to roll. All right. Here we go. McCaffrey, 1. Barkley, 2. Elliott, 3. Dalvin Cook, 4. I still have Kamara right about here. David Johnson needs to move way down at this point. I reset these to a default so I could re-rank them live here for you. I'm going to go... I'll go Chubb here for now, 5, but I do think Kamara, once he's back and proven healthy... Let me get all this stuff out of the way. Here's the question at hand. And Mark, thank you again for the super chat. I love the trade for you. I love Aaron Jones. I like it. I like it. Some people might not. Some people like Carson might not like that side, but I like it. I like Aaron Jones that much. Lev Bell, Aaron Jones. I'm going Aaron Jones. So I'm going Aaron Jones right after. So I say number 7. I think you could argue that Aaron Jones is as good as this. And if you're wondering, where are these amazing rankings that you have here, Smitty? Drag and drop with the red line. Red line meaning this. You can red line the player when they're drafted. The answer to your question is sleeperu.com is where you get that bad boy. This comes with the $29 for the year membership. And you know what? Let's give away cheap memberships tonight. Go to this, where is it at? Deal. For a limited time, and we're going to change this code from Free Gordon to Free Monty. So we'll make the code Free Monty. You can get Sleeper U for $3.99 for the rest of the season. Not including the one-on-one advice, though, because I can't just get... That's so much work for me, I can't just give that out. But you get everything else. You get the Dynasty rankings. You'll get everything else. And let me go ahead and make sure that this is a valid coupon. So don't enter it yet. Hold on. And we'll make it $3.99. And we'll make it last till November. Actually, hold on. One second. Free membership for proposing the question that even made you promote the website. I don't know, Thomas. How am I going to even locate you? Because then all I get are people that pretend to be you. Okay, let's see here. I'm going to try and activate this code. Bear with me, sorry. So we're going to make the code Free Monty. Free Monty. And it is active. All right, so go to that link. You got to go to that exact link. And that link is sleeperu.com/deal right here. And then if you enter promo code FreeMonty, you will get it for $3.99 for the remainder of the year. Go get some. All right, so back to the rankings. Kamara, Lev Bell is someone to consider there. I think Aaron Jones could be anywhere, or not above Cook, but be anywhere from 5 to 7. I'm going to rank him 7. I think Lev Bell, Connor, Mack are all very arguable. I kind of want to say I like Mack a little bit moving forward. I'm even in the 8 range. I know a lot of you are going to say Carson and Fournette. I could get on board with Bell being a little risky, but in the 12 range. I could get on board with Carson being 9 or Fournette being 9. I kind of feel like Bell's schedule, I like him there, though. And then I think you got this rounding out the top 12. Then I think you risk a little bit with DJ, because right now you don't know where DJ is. Jacobs, Henry... That's a tough top 15 to rank. I think if you rank that, anybody rank that, they're going to get a lot of heat saying, how the hell can you have that guy there, Smitty? Like, honestly, you're going to have a lot of people upset with this ranking, no matter whatever way you look at it. People are going to be like, that's not how I see it. It's tough. It's tough to do rankings. Let me take a screenshot of this for the YouTube graphic. Okay. All right, guys. You know what? I know it's a short show tonight. You know what that sound is. Hit me with the speed round. Let's go. Did I miss any super chats? I just want to make sure I'm not leaving anybody hanging. Okay. You know the drill. Super chat resets the song. Straight disrespect for Tevin Coleman. Jeff, I mean, he's arguable in the top 15 for sure. That is straight disrespectful. I agree. I agree. It's just tough to bump him out. I wouldn't be fine with you put Tevin Coleman. Connor is overrated and always hurt. I'd be fine with Tevin Coleman in the top 15 easily. So you could make that argument all day long. Trade Madison to the Cook owner for McLaurin and Damian Williams. Madison to the Cook owner for McLaurin and Damian Williams. I don't think so, unless you really need that wide receiver. Damian's not doing it for me. Unfortunately, one of the bigger busts, and I was on board, but we couldn't necessarily see that one coming. Straight disrespect for Coleman. Jeff, I got you. And Jeff, I'm okay with Coleman being in your top 10. I'm not going to argue with you. Swap Mac for Coleman. I'm okay with Coleman being at 9. I put Coleman above Carson, Fournette. Maybe not Carson, but probably Fournette. I know people love Fournette, but I just worry about him. Monty could be there for sure, John. I'm a obviously huge Monty supporter. Singletary. These guys could jump up into that top 15 very, very easily. But it's also about trade value. Brandon Cook's droppable. Maybe. I don't know about for Conley, but yeah, you might want to look to potentially make a move. N'Keal Harry worth a pickup, not in redraft. Is Snell droppable? Not yet. Let's see how Connor does. Should I play at flex Kenny Stills? Or what was it? Where did that question go? Oh, Jeff reset it. Thank Jeff, guys, with the super chat. He reset it. Thanks for all you do, Smitty. Awesome show. I didn't actually thumbs down. Thank you, Jeff. I know. I got you, Jeff. Straight disrespect for my boy, Dalvin Cook. Clan.
Top 5 running back.
How am I disrespecting?
Top 5 running back.
Just kidding, Clan. Eat your snacks, buddy. I reset it. Straight disrespect from my boy Dalvin Cook. So I think Monty, if I pulled these back up, let me pull these back up, because you guys are gonna be upset if I don't put Monty where I think Monty could go. I think it's important to be cautious. So let's go. McCaffrey, Barkley, Cook is 3. Kamara, Chubb, Aaron Jones, there's something wrong with the rankings too. I gotta look into this glitch because Monty's dropped far down there. And he's not. It's almost like it reverted on a different date. Monty could be... I could get on board with this. Tell me what you guys think. And then let's put Coleman in there. Flex Stills or Walton this week in half PPR. Jake, thank you for the super chat, Jake. I say Stills for right now. And thank you, Jeff. I got to reset it because Jake super chatted. Awesome show. Didn't actually thumbs down. That was Jeff. Okay, I thought you had a question as well, Jeff. Okay, so let's find Coleman. I'd be okay with putting Coleman at 10. I really would. I like Mac there probably. So I'd say this and then Coleman ahead of DJ. I'd be okay with that. And then don't forget Singletary. Don't forget Jacobs. Don't forget Fournette. It's really hard to argue. You could easily say that Fournette, Carson, Connor, DJ all deserve to be there ahead of Monty. But you also could argue that Monty deserves to be there ahead of them. You could argue that Mac doesn't need to be at 10. Mac could be number 15. Derrick Henry could be 9 or 15. Aaron Jones above Chubb. You could argue that. You could argue that. I think you could argue all those. One thing you find if you're a fantasy football expert or a so-called expert or an analyst is that you'll never make even 60% of your people happy when you're doing a ranking like that, because everyone's going to see it just a little bit differently, and that's okay. That's why we play fantasy football. It's so hard right now. You're right, John said. It is. I mean, what do you can't argue against someone wanting Chris Carson right here. You really couldn't. But I have him down here. But you could easily argue this. You could argue Jacobs. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Let me get rid of that. Don't forget, free Monty. Go to this link right here, sleeperu.com/deal. You got to go to that link, enter free Monty, get Sleeper U for $3.99. Thank you very much. I appreciate all of you. See you maybe tomorrow night.